everybody. Welcome to the 9 Mile Swamp. It's Thursday. Turn the tone.
And we're setting up.
Like I'm not paying attention to anything.
Are we almost set up?
Almost. I think we're getting down to the bottom of the list here. Yep. All set. Hi, Lisa. You did join us.
Welcome everybody.
Hey,
Welcome to the
Brian.
9 Mile Swamp.
Brianne,
Hey.
are you there too?
Where all the alligators are friendly. And yeah, it's good to see you this weekend. You can see there's something old, something new, something new. This is something new. And it's not finished yet. It needs a Bigsby. So that if anybody here raise your hand if you drive a standard transmission.
Or have driven.
No, I want them to.
If they
See, I
do
see them.
now.
Look, they're raising. Look,
Yeah.
see that over there? Somebody
Yeah.
with a raised hand. And after you start, and you get an automatic after driving a stick for 5 or 6 years, and you drive along and you keep doing this, right? Well, if you have a whammy bar on your guitar, it's kind of the same thing. See that silver
Little.
mess on the
Can't
bottom
see
of the
it.
guitar. So this guitar goes back into the shop soon, and gets all the things it needs to make me happy. Not that
Wait.
not that I'm not happy.
Wait.
Well, aside from you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wow. Boy, everybody's so sensitive.
Hi, Mark.
I thought people in the swamp.
Look
were
at
talking.
Mark's on Facebook.
Is this Mark Hotel?
It is.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And the Knowltons. Hi, Knowltons.
Hi, Knowltons.
I can see some of you even without my glasses on.
These strings do not like a capo.
Uh-oh. Ah, do some tuning too, huh? Send it back. It's not in tune.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get the righteous tuning going here.
Hi, Albie. And Janice, too, if you're there. Brian Knapp. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
I can't see what Mark said because I took my glasses off. I'm going to look since you're tuning still. Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, he's saying hi to Mark. That's not really Janice. It's really Albie. He's an impersonator. She might be watching too, though. And I'm sure we have Michael watching. Hi, Michael. And Mom. Hi, Mom. Who else usually watches and doesn't tell us? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find out later.
Okay, we are so ready. Sorry about that.
Okay.
This is called Summer Tide, and this song is sort of an homage to the '60s, and an homage to most of us. Most of us were very young then, so it's an homage to our youth, and also a remembrance of a great band called the Byrds. And when on the CD I recorded this, you can hear that I actively tried to imitate the sound of the Byrds. And what's also nice about that great recording is that also we have John Sebastian on playing harmonica, so we have him, someone from the '60s, which is not Cheryl. Cheryl's not from the '60s.
Well, I am.
But
sort
she
of.
still
I
plays
am,
good harmonica.
Literally from the 60s.
Are you ready, Dawn?
Yes.
On a summer tide, we were riding on the wind. We sang songs of earth and power that would set the world to spin. On a summer tide, we were breeze. There was whispering in the trees, reason in the sun, imagination in the moon. And if time was on the run, we'd run faster, breaking through on a summer tide. We spun freedom into form. We wove hearts and minds together in a rising summer storm on a summer tide. We were carried by our light. We were proof against the darkness. We were fire in the night on a summer tide. There were voices in the stream, inspirations in the breeze. There was meaning to our dreams. There was whispering in the trees, reason in the sun, imagination in the moon. And if time was on the run, we'd run faster, breaking through. On a winter day, it is clear and oh so cold. There is space and time between us, and still so much left untold. On a winter day, I can see across the years, and though all my thoughts are barren, you will sometimes reappear on a summer tide. There were voices in the stream, inspirations in a breeze. There was meaning to our dreams. There was whispering in the trees, reason in the sun, imagination in the moon. And if time was on the run, we'd run faster, breaking through. We were proof against the darkness. We were fire in the night on a summer tide. Okay, and now we're gonna have to retune this because of that
Oh.
silly capo.
Oh, is that why? Because it was staying
Well,
beautifully in tune.
you know what it is? It has extra light strings on it, and I use medium gauge strings, and then you put the capo on and it bends the strings. And that's among the reasons that I generally prefer to transpose rather than use capos.
Well, that makes sense. So, thank you, Mark. Let's see, who else is...
So this next song is a song I wrote about running in the Shangums. And as we do that, I'd like you to maybe think about writing on April 5th on your calendars, because on April 5th at 9 o'clock on WDST, I'm going to be co-hosting with Michael Klein and with Hallie Hammer a special 40th anniversary of saving Minnewaska from the bulldozers of Marriott. So put that on your calendar, and on April 5th, our Save the Mountain album will be the featured album of the week. And one of the things we're emphasizing in this is that even though
WDST
I
9 o'clock?
I
Yes,
did
okay.
say WDST 9 o'clock.
So
Thank you for
emphasize
saying
it.
it again. And one of the reasons why that's important is because nothing is ever safe forever. I'm sure there are people now who have their eyes on that real estate saying, boy, I'd love to get in there and make myself a bundle, maybe a gambling casino. Wow. So I think protecting the lands that we have is going to be something it's not going to be ever going to be completely over. So this is called Running Together, and it's about running up in the mountains. And we're going to follow that up with a song called No One Man, which is an old Wambler song, which featured, when we played it, featured Stephen Kerlinger, Buck Dilly on guitar, and I'll try to do maybe half as good if I can. I believed in you when I was still lonely. A shadow that ran out before me, just around the bend, running through the distant trees. And I struggled ever faster, but fell behind you. Still I was alone, but I was feeling stronger. I found freedom in motion and wonder. I caught up to you, and we were floating painlessly, just like angels on that morning without ending. Two of us running together, chasing the sunlight from the mountains. The night comes from the east, soon you hear us singing, shaking the night breeze from our shoulders. Two of us running together, chasing the sunlight from the mountains. The night comes from the east, soon you'll hear us singing, shaking the night breeze from our shoulders. Sometimes in the night, I still wake up lonely. A shadow comes racing behind me. I reach out to you, and you hold me close and hold as the sunbeams kick up gold dust by our window. Two of us running together, chasing the sunlight from the mountains. The night comes from the east, soon you'll hear us singing, shaking the night breeze from our shoulders. I've been out running by myself. It's just for fun, and I'm alone with no one else. It's December, snow rides with the breeze. I remember to mark my way by trees. I've got nowhere I wanna go. I'm just moving slow. Alone, I'm all alone. There's no one man I really need to know. No one man I really need to know. When I was young, I dreamed of being free. Now it's all done. I'm running beneath the trees, and although I must leave this day behind, where I go, I bring peace of mind. I've got nowhere I wanna go. I'm just moving slow. Alone, I'm all alone. No one man I really need to know. No one man I really need to know. getting on tonight. And although I must either stay behind, where I go, I bring peace of mind. I've got nowhere I wanna go. I'm just moving slow. Alone, I'm all alone. No one man I really need to know. 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 No One Man. That's an old Wampler song, and that was co-written by Steve Friedman, and of course we always work these songs out together. So some of the arrangements of these songs, it's hard to know who thought of what, but Buck Dilly was always at the center of it, being the lead guitarist in the band, and so I would like to honor him, and because we miss him so much, and. This was a song, some of you, I think there may be some Buck Dilly fans out there who know this. If you hear any slight word differences, it's just, the roads kind of split. But it's funny because when this song was first written, Steve and I had lots of arguments about what the lyrics should be and stuff. So some of that might color my interpretation, but I think I have most of the words right at this point. So this is called Unusual Moon, written by Stephen Kerlinger, a.k.a. Buck Dilly. Saw an unusual moon the night I wrote this song down. Made me think of you, the words that fell from me like tears. Believe it or not, I heard the wind song ringing down the street. Peculiar little melody reminds me of the place where you live. What is wrong with us that I cannot tell you that I love you? What is wrong with us that I cannot tell you that I love you? But you know I do. That moon then disappeared behind a cloud I could not see. But that don't matter, 'cause I know you never think of me. Believe it or not, I heard the church bells ringing down the street. Peculiar little melody reminds me of the place where you live. What is wrong with us that I cannot tell you that I love you? What is wrong with us that I cannot tell you that I love you? But you know I do. What is wrong with us that I cannot tell you that I love you? What is wrong with us that I cannot tell you that I love you? Oh, but you Little Moon, written by Buck Dilly. Okay,
Yes.
we've got a couple poems for you.
Tired of that guitar already?
Nah, I don't think so.
Joe Giglio approves.
Oh. Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Hi, Blaze.
And Joe, I'm waiting to put medium gauge strings on it. It's like, it feels like that guitar is hardly there.
Dan. Hi, Dan.
I'd like
Dan's
to,
watching too.
I'd like to do a couple poems about people who have passed. And the first person is fictitious, but it was based on a picture of a real person. It's called Her Dulcimer. Her dulcimer was all she had, beyond the shift she wore. She played upon the village green, and how she was adored. She'd touch a string to still the air. Our breathing seemed to slow. The sun at twilight seemed to pause as echo to her glow. We put her on a steamer then, for all the world to hear. She was the pride of all our hearts, still in our memories dear. I have a clipping, foxed and torn, from some forgotten year. It chilled us like the brittle wind upon our frozen mirror. I drink my share of whiskey, then pass that clipping round. And in the awful silence, you cannot hear a sound. This next one is written for an old friend of mine who died a couple years ago named Ed Deal, who many people in the world knew as an extraordinarily brilliant jazz guitarist. He used to play at the World Trade Center, and he was in a band with Reverend Jack, oh my God, I always forget his name, but I'll think of it. But Eddie was a remarkable guitar player. He repaired my guitars, and in his apartment in Poughkeepsie, every so often a car would pull up, and it would be, you know, some incredible jazz guitar player. George Benson, for example, used to drive over to Eddie's and sit down and jam with him. This is a poem about Ed Deal, one of the finest guitar players that I've ever met. Ed Deal, shy in his armor, polyester shirt, casual slacks, boy-like smile. He leans on the well-handled ancient halberd, ready for that right that calls against sweet silky nights. The silky nights, sparring without guile, and gives me the seal of the day. He throws his arms at my shoulder like a rope you might have to throw to a steadfast friend at the dock when the tide is swiftly ebbing and the wind is howling in your ears. He does the same with 4 or 5 old friends that have come again to watch and hear the soft placement of note on paper, of note on space. The sound of hands on steel and wood creates a calm, and we fall back to wonder at the round beauty of the tone, and we marvel as his left hand hovers, never anchored to position. And though there is memory, there is as well the chain between his hand and his mind. And the right hand, too, seems too loose to carry the import of his genius. No wind howls in his ear on the sunny isle of D'Angelico. Once, in a small Rosendale bar, my late friend, Steve Berg, leaned to whisper in my ear, "This is a real guitar player." And so, if you, my younger friend, could tack against wind and ebbing tide, and from the past a time shard steal, and spend it hearing Eddie Deal, you'd know what's show and what is real. He was the real deal, was Ed Deal.
That really creates such great pictures, just visualizations. It's great.
Well, I tried to really get Eddie,
Yeah.
The howling wind and also the calm and all
And
those.
the way his hand just would
different
hover
aspects.
before he chose his notes.
It was incredible.
Yeah, that's really nice. Hi, Leslie Siegel. Thanks for joining
you can
us.
see a great mind work.
And Leslie.
Okay.
Peter Wolf is watching too.
Hey Les, I'm almost finished with your book. I just want to say, wait a second. I got to grab the book and show people this. This is great.
I'm going to read it next.
Okay.
So he can't give anything away.
Yeah, I forgot where I was reading it last.
It was on the couch.
Hi, Brynhild. Let's see.
Brynhild's just taking a nap over there. I don't think she's going to join us tonight. Oh well, I guess you didn't pick it up, and he's going to have to search the whole house. Good thing we have a small house. Did you find it? Yes,
I did. Yeah,
you
I did. Yeah. And I just want to say, I really want to recommend this book. It's it's labeled fantasy, and I have. It's funny because I have a very, very rigid idea of what fantasy is, but I will say this about this really fun and entertaining book. It's somewhat of an allegory, not quite an allegory because each person doesn't represent a one-to-one relationship, but it is allegorical in nature, I believe. And there are only, I think, 3 other people in the world who could have written this book. George Orwell, Kurt Vonnegut, or Leslie Peter Wolf. Thanks, Les. I'm enjoying this. Now,
You put that right in the way for a second.
I did. Okay.
Okay.
Now we have Blame It On Me.
Oh, back to that nice new guitar.
Yeah, baby. And what did you get this week, Cheryl?
Well, I didn't get it this week, but last week I got an air fryer oven,
Wow.
an Instant Vortex Plus 10.
And tomorrow she's going to make bagels.
Yes. I'm going to make bagels so I can have bagels and lox the way the High Falls Cafe makes their 5 lox bagel, because I've been craving those.
Okay, Blame It On Me. This is also an old Wombler song. We got a few of them tonight, and this is also in memory of Buck Dilly, who probably helped arrange this song certainly as much as I did. But I cannot hear your voice above the mighty waters roar. We've walked this road for far too many dusty summer days, and though I hate to say it, babe, I must be on my way, and I'm going all alone. I will make it on my own. I got nothing to atone for, and there's nothing more to say. I'm sorry, but it's true that I must be leaving you. You're gonna find someone to follow in another brighter day. And what can you say? You just can't see it. Who can you blame? Blame it on me. It's not the way you gave your love that makes me wanna go. And it's not the way you look at things or what you didn't know. It's a point of view I haven't found. It's a sign I barely read. It's a spine on the horizon that I've just begun to see. And I'm going all alone. We'll make it on my own. I got nothing to atone for, and there's nothing more to say. I'm sorry, but it's true that I must be leaving you. You're gonna find someone to follow in another brighter day. And what can you say? You just can't see. Who can you blame? Blame it on me. grateful for the time you spent with me. Gonna miss you in the days and in the cold nights in between. Someday I'll come back to you. Why, if you love me then, just place a guard around your heart. I'm gonna break it once again, and I'm going all alone. I will make it on my own. I got nothing to atone for, and there's nothing more to say. I'm sorry, but it's true that I must be leaving you. You're gonna find someone to follow in another brighter day. And what can you say? You just can't see. Who can you blame? Blame it on me. It's my economic plan when I run for president. With just a little time on the sun. So take a minute, free from the rain. We're in the middle, swept into the race. We should begin to soften the pace. Invested in our chips, our vital interest slips. I feel like slowing down. Feel like slowing down. It's an illusion, that product I need. They're all abstractions, those numbers I read. It's a delusion, business must grow. My reactions are starting to slow. We're running out of time, our tragedy unwinds. I feel like slowing down. I feel like slowing down. Life can be so simple, spending most of the time. Luxury old leisure, what's your bottom line? Look to your obsession, that shiny thing you hold. Whoops, there is no possession. Everything must go, yeah, it will surely go. Like this it goes. Sifting hours, my honey and me. Golden voices call out from the trees. We see the flowers, we're seizing the day. We're making choices to do it this way. It's freedom from the wheel with time enough to feel. Life is slowing down. I feel it's slowing down. So take a minute, watch it unwind. The GMP's just a part of our minds. We're locked looking at the one database. You can feel it controlling the pace. Invested in our chips, our vital interest slips. I feel like slowing down. Feel like slowing down. On a dying planet, must we be disease? Hooked upon a habit, planting poison seeds. Can we shrink production? Extend our leisure time. Stop the cheap seduction. Open up our minds, yeah. Open up our minds. We can open up our minds. Open up our minds. Like this it goes. GMP.
Hey,
So-
Gary, thanks for joining us. Hi, Craig.
Hey, hi Craig.
You too. And John.
What Gary is
John.
that? Is that Gary Turbush?
Yes, and
Hi,
John
Gary.
Walsh. John Walsh.
Hi John.
you see
Hi John
this?
Walsh.
Oh, hi,
yeah.
Jean. Jean Gray's watching too. Are you in
Hi
Florida?
Jean. Hey.
Florida still?
Hey Jean. How nice to hear from you. So this next to last song is a song that I wrote after I was actually in a men's room in this restaurant, and half the stereo was in the men's room and the other half of the stereo was in the women's room. So I heard.
How do you know it was in the women's room?
I was guessing. And then I heard, "What you say?" And it was Hit the Road Jack. And I thought to myself, you know, that Jack, for just years and years and years, that has been the saddest thing. One of the saddest things I've ever heard is the sound of that, "What you say?" And you don't mean that. Oh, my God. I always felt really bad for Jack. And this is Jack's comeuppance in the world. He's back. He's really back. And he's tough. You heard I'm back on the street. I just got back to town. And it's no surprise, baby, you're still hanging around. You heard I was living real good. You heard I was having a good time. I wish you well. You can stop all your talk. I won't hear anymore. And you can hit the road, Jill. Let me show you the door. Heard you was living real good. Heard you was having a time. You got the champagne, baby, cocaine and bottles of wine. I'm the same. I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack.
You don't mean that.
Don't just stand there. I got work to do, and the first thing, baby's getting over you. Well, I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack. I'm the same Jack.
You don't mean that.
Don't just stand there, I got work to do, and the first thing, baby's getting over you. I found work on the road, got my beer in a sack, and I can swing a hammer, baby, don't mind breaking my back. I didn't gamble or drink, I got the cash for the rent. I'd like to wish you luck, let you borrow my tent. I'd like to wish you luck, baby, let you borrow my tent. So here's a song that we're going to finish up with about our adventures on the Hudson River. Although it's never true that it's not actually true that we fell asleep and drifted down the river past Manhattan and out to sea. That part's not true.
But we did boat down to Manhattan once.
We did, yes, but not asleep.
Kate was with us.
I don't think I could sleep for that long. Not with all those barges running up and down the river. Here we go. River of Stars. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Really
I can't tell you how
appreciate
much it means to us. It's such a thrill to be playing for you, to be in your living rooms, and the 9 Mile Swamp are the first series of house concerts we've ever done. So, River of Stars. Here we are. On our river of stars, we're here alone in waters unknown. Baby, turn off your phone. You've got no one to talk to. Moon so new, if our anchor slips, we'll just have to drift. I'll lock on your lips. You've got no one to talk to.
I'd like to note that you're what I'm floating my dream on. I'd like to note that you're what I'm floating my dream on.
Drift all night, still
Out of sight, past Manhattan asleep, we'll drift out to sea. If the water gets deep, you can turn your phone on. Turn your phone on.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for letting Kurt enjoy his brand new guitar tonight. We certainly appreciate that you could make it. Join us tonight. Please come back again next Thursday. And please get vaccinated as soon as you are eligible. We're so grateful you could make it. Good night. Those creepy fingers.
Let it go a little while.
Got it. That's no whammy.
You're a whammy.